Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between tall mountains, there lived a young man named Alex. Alex had always been fascinated by the stories of great warriors and wise leaders. He dreamed of becoming someone who could inspire others, but deep down, he felt that he wasn't strong or smart enough to make a difference. One day, Alex decided to climb the tallest mountain in the village, a feat no one had ever attempted. If I can reach the top, I'll prove to myself that I can achieve anything, he thought. The villagers laughed at his plan, telling him it was impossible and that he would surely fail. But Alex was determined. He packed his bag and set off early in the morning. The climb was steep and treacherous. The path was filled with sharp rocks, and the higher he went, the thinner the air became. Alex stumbled and fell many times, his body covered in bruises and cuts. But each time he fell, he got back up, determined to keep going. Days passed, and Alex was exhausted. His muscles ached, and his spirit was low. He began to doubt himself, wondering if the villagers were right. Maybe he wasn't strong enough. Maybe this mountain was too big for him. Just as he was about to give up, he noticed something extraordinary. Beside the path, there was a tiny plant growing out of a crack in a rock. Despite the harsh conditions, this little plant had found a way to survive and thrive. It had no choice but to keep growing, to keep pushing through the obstacles in its way. Alex realized that, like the plant, he too had the power to keep going. No matter how difficult the journey seemed, he took a deep breath and continued his climb, inspired by the plant's resilience. Hours later, just as the sun began to set, Alex reached the summit. He stood at the top of the mountain, looking down at the village far below. The air was fresh, and the view was breathtaking. In that moment, Alex understood something important. The climb had been difficult, but it was the effort, the persistence that made the victory so sweet. When he returned to the village, the people were astonished. They had never thought it possible. But Alex knew that the real victory was not just in reaching the summit, but in believing in himself and never giving up, even when the odds were against him. From that day on, Alex became a source of inspiration for others in the village. He taught them that true strength doesn't come from physical power or intelligence alone, but from the heart that refuses to give up. And so, Alex's story became a legend, reminding everyone that the greatest achievements come from the unseen effort, the determination to keep moving forward, even when the path is steep and the destination seems out of reach.